which is a best-selling, award-winning brand that can treat a wide range of ailments. Today we're going to have a look at two different product offerings. We have 8 single oil bottles here, and each one will include a distillate in its pure form. And after I explain each of those, we'll move on to 12 proprietary advanced blends, and these will treat ailments that are a bit harder to tackle using conventional single oils. Alright, so let's begin. First of all, we have lavender, and this one is well known for producing a calm and anxiety-free mental state. You're going to find, though, during the course of this presentation, that crocodile oils have some additional benefits, and our lavender also improves mental acuity and sharpness, so very helpful for when you have to be very focused if you're concentrating on work deadlines or something similar. Next, we have peppermint oil, which is quite invigorating and one of my personal favorites. This one is also quite good for headaches or hangovers in case you have too many glasses of wine. Next, we have eucalyptus, and I find this one also to be calm-inducing, and it also helps with weight loss goals. Next, rosemary, and keep in mind, all of the botanicals are grown in the crocodile oil's gardens and distilled in-house. Our rosemary is quite helpful for sore muscles, and this one can be applied topically wherever you might have some soreness. Okay, next, frankincense, which is a wonderful oil, and it's quite good for joint pain. So once again, it would be applied topically to various joints, ankles, elbows, etc. It helps with inflammation in that way. Okay, next, we have the essential oil of orange, and this one is quite good for sunburn or other types of dermatitis, and it smells great too. I'm personally a sufferer of hay fever, so I use the lemongrass oil very often during the allergy season, and it really helps to take away ragweed or tree or grass or dust or pet allergies, just about anything. And finally, the last one in the individual oil set is tea tree, and this one is very helpful for heartburn and indigestion in case you suffer from those ailments. Now, this collection of individual oils is sold as a set, or you can buy them individually. I definitely recommend buying the set because they can be combined safely. And for example, one of the combos those is rosemary and lavender, and when used together they help with congestion problems. Just one more example. You can use lemongrass and frankincense together, and this helps with night sweats and fevers, which can be brought about by lots of things in our environment and in our mind as well. So, a small pamphlet is included with the set of 8 oils, and it has a couple of combos, but if you want to learn more, there's a book that we publish. It's called Essential Oil Combos for Enhanced Health and Well-Being. Alright, now moving on to our proprietary blends. Now, these oils contain, on average, 5 and up to 20 different oils, all blended together in perfect harmony to help with lots and lots of ailments that can be found in the modern world. So, first of all, we have what we market as the Bandit Oil, and this one helps with eliminating cryptosporidium, and this is a waterborne parasite, and it can cause a lot of discomfort, so this one's helpful if you're going swimming in a lake that you're unfamiliar with. And we include a sheet that explains all the different situations where you might run into cryptosporidium, and thus you would benefit from having the oil. Okay, next we have our deep forest oil, and this one smells absolutely wonderful, and this one helps with fibromyalgia. Now, we don't recommend combining any of these oils, however, this one is unique. Our deep forest oil can be combined with any of our 8 individual oils, and it has a supplementary effect and really will enhance the work of those individual oils. So we also have a package where you can order individual oils in conjunction with deep forest oil in that way, and that's really helpful and makes a great gift idea. Next we have our deep muscle oil, and in addition to being an enhanced muscle relaxant, it also helps with reducing natural disaster occurrences. This new formulation, new for 2021, reduces them on average by 50 to 60%, and now includes protection against volcanic events. So that's new this year. Alright, the next oil we have is our Happy Oil. And this one has a nice blue label, and that's because it's very helpful in preventing drowning. So this one can be taken internally, and you can go swimming in any situation, the ocean or lakes, anywhere, and you have that protection. As an additional benefit, this one helps with bath time, and it makes sure that your bath water won't get cold and doesn't need to be topped up with hot water occasionally. So that's one of the reasons I really love that one. Okay, next we have our New Beginning Oil, and this one is specially formulated to help with your car, and it will allow your car, even if it's not a Tesla, it can now drive itself with the use of this oil. So if you have to do a long distance road trip, I would recommend getting the bigger bottle. This one is 0.17 fluid ounces, or 5 milliliter, milliliters, but we also have a 15 milliliter version of this oil for cross-country road trips. And don't worry, we've tested it. You can sleep while using this oil, and your car is guaranteed to drive itself to your destination. Okay, this is a nice oil for the beginning of the year during tax time. This Alive oil reduces your tax burden by 17 to 25%, guaranteed. And so it's one of our best sellers, obviously, and it's one of the first ones that we brought to market. Recently, we found out in our labs that this one also helps with item availability issues. So if you have trouble finding toiletries or newly released video game systems or out-of-season Cadbury cream eggs, anything like that, anything you desire that you would normally want to go out and purchase, but you're finding limited availability, this oil definitely helps with that. But you just need a little bit. So we currently only market this one in the 5 milliliter bottle. After all, taxes really only have to be paid once a year, and that bottle offers significant value. Alright, next we have our Citrus Blast Oil, which is another bestseller. And this one will hex your enemies. Really, that's all that needs to be said about this one. Of course, we don't make any guarantees, express or implied, about most of our oils. So just don't use too much of this one. Before purchasing, there's a waiver that needs to be signed, so contact me if you need more information about our Citrus Blast Oil, which also has a wonderful scent. It's a combination of grapefruit and other citrus. Alright, a very similar oil we have is the Breathe Oil, and this one is a fantastic choice if you have an ex. So, if your relationship ends, the use of this oil will guarantee that your ex will marry someone who is inferior to you, and they will probably have narcissistic or alcoholic tendencies. So sometimes we can just let nature take its course, and our exes will naturally find inferior versions of us. But with the use of this oil, you can enhance the probability of that. So that one took us a long time to develop. Alright, next we have the Sleep Tight Oil, and this one also does double duty. Obviously, it helps with sleeping, and this one also is very helpful if you have cryptocurrencies or other holdings, and it makes sure that they don't drop in value. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but once again, we have a small pamphlet, so if you are interested in this oil, I can give you more information about that. Alright, so next we have our Shoefly Oil, another bestseller, and very helpful if you're dealing with stinging insects. But this one also has the added effect of making sure that game developers, well, they won't mess about and put microtransactions into your games. You also won't have to deal with pre-order releases that arrive completely broken. And so this one has been very popular lately. Alright, this is an oil that we are ramping up production of. We do fully expect that it's going to become a bestseller in coming years. And this is our stress relief oil. And cutting-edge technology is threatening a lot of the workforce, and this oil is a balm against that. So a quite nice oil. All right, and finally we have our love potion, and this one is a fantastic oil. So just dabbing this one will help with your love life, but additionally, it makes sure that your cat won't be pushing things off of tabletops or counters. And so we also found in our research that this one helps reduce wrinkles, gray hairs, signs of aging. So if you're a cat lover, or if you want just a bit of additional help with your love life, then check out our Love Potion oil blend. Okay, I should mention now here, since I've displayed all of these oils and talked about their merits, that they should under no circumstances be combined. Even the ones with more benign effects are extremely dangerous, so we do a very careful job of making sure that none of them touch one another during the production process, and we completely clean and sanitize our vats in between bottlings. So some of the things that, some of the problems that you can run into if you combine any of our proprietary blends are nuclear disasters, general infrastructure collapse, and the rise of puppet states. So we definitely want to caution you against combining them. However, feel free to combine the regular individual crocodile oils in whatever fashion that you choose. Alright, so thank you for visiting, and I hope this was a helpful presentation, and I look forward to answering any of your questions.